Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk about the 5 biggest mistakes that those new to exercising make and how to correct them. So stay tuned. Hi guys, so the 5 biggest mistakes that I see and I hear all the time, I'm going to go through them. So number 1 is diet. Now, jumping right into wanting to have eating perfect and wanting to cut out all those carbs, and I'm not going to eat bread and only eat salads, and I'm going to drink lots of water, and I'm going to cut out all this junk food. So, it's good. It's good to eat salad, it's good to drink lots of water, and it's very good to cut out junk food. But the problem with that is you're not eating enough. So your body is going to feel tired, it's going to feel weak, you're not going to have enough energy. And that's because you need to eat. How to fix it is that you need to eat foods that are full of like protein and fiber. You need to make sure you're eating chicken, you're eating rice, you're having sweet potatoes are really good. So you got to make sure that you're eating enough food. Okay, so that's number 1. Also, with number 1 is when we're talking about the food, it's really good to, like, instead of just all at once, like, just cut everything out, it's good to do a gradual. I tell people to do gradual changes. So, you don't have to cut everything out at once, just start swapping, like, instead of having this, maybe eat this, or, instead of really starchy foods, maybe add more vegetables. So it's just a slow change, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2 is the workouts themselves. So I see people go like full blown, going into workouts, doing really intense like cardio sessions, working, just too soon. They're just jumping into it. And now it's good to be eager and you want to exercise and you want to eat healthy and all this, but the problem is you haven't trained these muscles over time. So, you're putting strain on your muscles, you haven't built up your energy level, and you're going to feel sore and you're going to feel achy, which could lead to injuries from improper movements, that you're not doing them correctly, and you don't want to get hurt. And a lot of people, like, from that, because they feel so sore and achy, then the next day that they're like, oh, forget it. So how to fix that is to, start off easy, go slow, build your endurance, start building up so that you can do more intense cardio. You can lift heavier weights. You want to start with low weights. You don't want to just go into really heavy weights. You want to build your strength and your endurance up. So, and you also want that to be your daily lifestyle. So, if you just like jump in there, you're like, oh, and you're achy and you went too fast, then it's not going to be like a routine of your daily working out. So, and as a little side note, I wanted to let you guys know that always one side of your body is going to be like a little bit weaker. That's just natural. That's normal. Sorry. So one side's always going to just be a little bit weaker, and that's normal, so don't worry about that. As you're doing things on one side, you'll notice, like, oh, you might wobble a little bit, or, make a mistake. You got to, like, put your foot down or whatever, and that's fine, because that's normal. It happens to everyone. Even the best expert workouts, they even say, like, the one side's a little weaker, it's harder for them. So that's why, like, you'll see in my videos, like, I don't edit if I make a little mistake or I wobble, because I want you guys to see that, it happens to all of us, and I want you to see the real me. Like, I struggle too. Sometimes I'm a little weak on the one side, and I want you to see that. So that's why I don't edit out any mistakes that I make. So that's just a little side note. And then the third thing that I see is not stretching. I see people doing it, and I also hear people like, oh, like, it's not important. I don't have to stretch. Why would I stretch after? You know, it's not a big deal if I do or not, but it really is a big deal. So the problem is after you work out, you know, your body was working really hard, your muscles were working hard, so you got to bring your body back down to like its pre-natural state, like how you were before you were exercising. So how to fix it is, you know, it's very simple because you were just exercising, your muscles are still loose and all warmed up, your ligaments are like stretched, so it can help you by stretching. You'll recover quicker if you stretch. It'll help your posture, it'll help you with your flexibility, and it also helps you with your range of motion. It's just going to be overall way better if you take the time to stretch after you worked out. So that leads us into after working out as well. Number 4 is the post-workout snack. So you want to make sure that, you know, because I hear people say, this is the thing, is that people aren't eating after they have their snack, after they work out. So the problem is that your muscles, okay, when you're exercising, you get like all these little like muscle tears in your body, like small little tears, where your body has to recuperate from that. And the only way is if you eat a snack, and proteins, carbs are really good after you work out to help build that muscle and help repair those little tears that you make as you're exercising. So that's another really important issue. And I think the last thing, number 5, is just being patient. You know, people have lack of consistency, they're not patient, they throw in the towel right away, they just give up way too soon. And, you know, or like I said, they just went at it full blast, so now they have injuries, and you can't work out with, again, an injury, it'll just make it worse, so they're just like, they just get discouraged, basically. So, to fix it is, like I said, you need to go slow, go easy on your body, and gradually work up to improving your strength. So then you will be able to lift heavier eventually. You'll be lifting heavier weights. You'll be able to do more strenuous, more advanced exercises, but you got to start off going slow and taking your time and building up. Okay, guys? So be healthy, be fit, and be blessed.